The Ultimate Guide to eBooks. Purpose, Potential and Power. Volume 1 of 3.
Module 3, Writing Your eBook Content.
Alright, welcome back, I'm Eric, and I'm here with Ruby. Today, we're diving into something that honestly makes or breaks an ebook, your writing voice. Ruby, do you reckon most people even know what their writing voice is?
Oh, that's a good one, Eric. I think most people, when they start, just they write how they think they're supposed to, right? Like, they mimic what they've read. I know I did. I spent ages trying to sound like, I dunno, George Orwell or whoever I was obsessed with at the time. But it never quite fit. It was like wearing someone else's shoes, bit awkward, bit squeaky.
Yeah, totally. And it's funny, 'cause your writing voice is kinda like your musical taste. Some people are jazz, playful, unpredictable. Others are all classical, super elegant. And then you get the rock stars, raw, punchy, maybe a bit messy, but you remember them, right?
Exactly. And the thing is, readers pick up on that. If your voice is all over the place, it's like listening to a playlist that jumps from death metal to elevator music. You lose trust, you lose that binge factor. I mean, think about Mark Manson, his book, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a FCK, you remember the tone as much as the advice. It's blunt, it's funny, and it's consistent.
So, how do you actually find your voice? Like, if you're sitting there thinking, I sound like a robot, what do you do?
Well, one thing that helped me was, honestly, copying. Not plagiarizing, but literally taking a page from a favorite author and rewriting it in my own words. You start to notice what feels natural and what feels forced.
And then there are those little exercises, like, try writing a paragraph about, say, anger, and then rewrite it as if you're sad. See which one feels more like you. Or, and this one's a bit silly, but imagine explaining your topic as a stand-up comedian, then as a professor. The difference is wild.
Oh, I love that. I once tried to write a chapter as if I was a grumpy old man, and then as a hyperactive kid. The grumpy one was way too close to home, honestly. But yeah, it's about experimenting, right? And getting feedback. Like, post a snippet online and ask, what vibes do you get from this? Sometimes people see things in your writing you don't even notice.
Absolutely. And your voice isn't set in stone. It evolves. The more you write, the more you find those little quirks that are just, you. And that's what makes your ebook memorable.
Alright, so once you've got a sense of your voice, you gotta think about genre and style. Like, the way you write a business ebook is not the same as a romance, unless you're into, I dunno, corporate love triangles. Actually, that sounds like a disaster.
I'd read that, honestly. But you're right. Genre totally changes everything, tone, word choice, even how long your sentences are. Take Atomic Habits. James Clear is like this coach meets scientist. His tone is encouraging but also really authoritative.
Then you've got The Hunger Games. Suzanne Collins uses these short, punchy sentences that make you feel Katniss's stress. It's all about matching your style to your story and your audience.
Yeah, and chapter structure matters too. You want to hook people at the start, hold them in the middle, and haunt them at the end so they can't help but keep reading. I always think of it like, Netflix cliffhangers. You want your reader to go, just one more chapter, and suddenly it's 2 a.m.
Exactly. And even in nonfiction, you can use those tricks. Start with a tease, like, by the end of this chapter, you'll know how to. And then end with a little nudge, a call to action, or even a question. And don't forget about pacing. If you're writing a how-to, keep it snappy. If it's memoir, slow it down, add some sensory details.
Oh, and can I just say, don't mix up your genres by accident. My first draft of an ebook, I was writing about business networking, but I kept slipping into this weird, flirty tone. Like, let your LinkedIn profile wink at potential clients. I had to go back and scrub out all the accidental romance. It was so embarrassing.
I mean, maybe you invented a new genre, romantic business? But yeah, it's easy to slip if you're not paying attention. That's why reading your draft aloud helps. If you stumble or cringe, that's a sign something's off.
And tools like Hemingway app or Grammarly can help you spot when your sentences get too long, or your tone goes rogue. But honestly, nothing beats just reading it out loud and seeing if it sounds like you, or like a robot on a sugar high.
Alright, so you've got your voice, you've nailed your genre and style, now comes the bit everyone dreads, editing. But honestly, this is where the magic happens. One typo can ruin your credibility, so you gotta be ruthless.
Yeah, and editing isn't just about fixing typos. It's big picture stuff, like, does your chapter actually make sense? Does it flow? I always do a structure check first. Sometimes I move whole sections around, like I'm playing Tetris with my paragraphs.
And then there's the clarity scan. Highlight any jargon or sentences that sound like you swallowed a thesaurus. Rewrite them at, like, a 6th grade level. If you catch yourself saying leverage synergistic paradigms, just don't. Say use teamwork hacks instead.
Oh, and kill the fluff. Get rid of filler words, very, really, just, that. And adverbs. If you write, she ran very quickly, just say, she sprinted. Strong verbs are your friend.
Tools help, too. Grammarly catches most typos, Hemingway flags passive voice and complex sentences. But don't rely on them completely. Read your work aloud. If you trip over a sentence, your reader will too.
And get beta readers. Not your mum, unless she's brutally honest. You want someone from your target audience, and maybe a grammar nerd. Give them specific questions, like, does this chapter drag, or, did you get confused anywhere?
There's a great case study about an indie author. Her beta reader told her a chapter was too science, so she added memes and simplified the steps. Engagement tripled. Sometimes you just need fresh eyes.
And if you can, hire a professional editor. Even J.K. Rowling had editors reshape Harry Potter. And Atomic Habits went through 8 rounds of edits. It's worth it if you want your ebook to shine.
Before you hit publish, do a final proofread. Backwards reading, printing it out, whatever works. And stick to one style guide, don't mix fonts or headers. Consistency is key.
Alright, that's a wrap for today. Remember, your voice is your superpower, but editing is what makes it sing. Next time, we'll dig into design and formatting, so your ebook not only reads well, but looks amazing too.
Thanks for joining us. Eric, always a pleasure. See you next time.
Cheers, Ruby. And thanks to everyone listening. Go polish those drafts, and don't forget to have a little fun with it. Catch you next episode.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload.
Drop your thoughts in the comments below, we'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay curious and keep learning.
P.S. If you prefer more detailed info, you can grab a free copy of
The Ultimate Guide to eBooks. Purpose, Potential and Power. Volume 1 of 3.